the dry erase board is just like I like to take.
Did you really pledge it?
No, but I have.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Can't even imagine.
Right. I find it's difficult enough. But, this is the very last one. So your lower body can't go into doing what it was doing.
But am I flipping it at the bottom?
No, you have to understand, I just want you to feel like you can get this on top of this and your arms in front of you. Right? So it's like, just feel that a bit, and then I take that out of the way, and now your arms are so much more in front of you. And usually I'll take a video or two of just a ledge swing and then go, look, here's the comparison, but, here's the 700. So that's the same frame, essentially.
Oh, earlier.
Yeah.
Oh.
Same place, right? Everything's gone.
Look at his knees.
So now your upper body looks more stacked up on top. And it's covering up the lower body more.
Now, go back to a couple of frames on here. Why, on the side, what creates that?
That left arm?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
That big gap where it doesn't stay next to my body.
The left arm doesn't rotate enough. It's almost like...
It's like I'm afraid to hook it, so I...
At one point in time, you probably played with an extremely closed face, or you've squared it with your right arm so much. Here's Martin. The first time I saw him, he was a sophomore in him.
Martin Pellet?
Mm-hmm. He was like, are you kidding me?
He's on tour now.
Yeah, about to be on the Hooters tour.
Oh, really?
He's made $22,000 this year.
Really?
Yeah. 2 years ago, he won twice, made $380,000.
What happened?
I don't know. I saw him 4 times last year. The only time I've seen him this year was once. And that was in February. And it was like, we're going to talk. We're going to do this. But we haven't visited at all. I'm not calling him. I've already done that. He came in and said, look, I tried to do it on my own last year. It was wrong. But the year before, I had too much information. And Ben Crane said, go back to your coach. Here's right before...
You know Ben?
Yeah.
So Ben's brother was my youth group leader in high school.
Nice. So you're from Oregon? Oh, you're not from Oregon.
No, but his brother Tim and Peggy, they moved. Peggy's his wife moved down to Louisiana, and anyway, we went up to Oregon last summer and stayed in their big family, like not a lake house, but it's a big like country house type deal. And we fished the Sandy River and
sweet.
Yeah, Ben's an awesome guy. I haven't spent a lot of time with him, but his brother's pretty amazing.
See this now?
Yeah.
This was right before Q school. The first time. He hit balls with his left arm only forever. He had an impact bag to get that. Because nobody had more of a broken left arm than him through the hip.
Wow.
Chad Campbell's that way.
So
here's the second one. So the lower body's quieter, without a doubt. So then I'm going, okay, now here's the next step. I need you to know what it's like to rotate that right hip and sit down, and the upper body will get into a different place here. And it's just automatic. Now maybe too much, but it's okay. Yes.
When doing this, what do I need to do with my noggin?
Can't keep it still, but
Is it going to drift back some?
Maybe.
Do you care?
No.
Okay.
All I
Should I
care
take-
about, this
should I
is,
care?
here's the biggest care.
Yeah.
Truthfully. That's the fix. It's not how much your upper body gets back. It's how much that right hip gets back. And this would be crazy different right here. From where you are. I could walk up on the range. This is no lie. And I can look at one swing and my brain goes, this is first, this is second. I already know what I need to change. I was treated to look at it live, but I already had a feeling everything. Like I didn't think you were as stuck back there as you were. And I didn't think the club was that flat in the one spot in the backswing. But the rest of it I had. But I love this look in comparison. Than this. And like I said, it's not like you slide. But their hip rises. There's zero hip turn here. And the upper body's not necessarily stacked forward, but it's not as much over here.
Wow.
Now guess what? You get this, you're going to hit higher. So
We go one higher.
I need your upper body to go this way.
Yeah.
Right? So you
Almost where I feel like I'm coming over the top,
rotate.
right?
No, just your upper body though. This is the way to work on that left arm to get it organized. And I'd hit balls this way, but I wouldn't go insane. That's your steering wheel. That's your rotation. That's your squaring device. And just be a little careful on how big you go. Because and maybe the grip's a little strong or you didn't grip it correct because that arm looks correct and the face looks overclosed here. But a good feeling of the handle winning and the forearm, rotating, and that you're squaring it up. And once that left arm rotates, it'll fold down. Promise. The right arm can't get long. And the right side, yeah. If the left arm's that way, the right arm stays short and back, and that right side hangs under. So it's important to get the left arm a little more organized. But it's not like the worst I've ever seen here with the way it works. But you get it to rotate like this, and it'll be money. And then you hit these guys. Like I put my hand on my hip so I can feel the left hip turn out of the way and get my upper body crazy over here. Now nobody was more legs out from underneath them than me. I grew up watching Johnny Miller play golf, so I had that reverse C big time. I mean, it's crazy, but this is a wonderful way to break the pattern. I'm very familiar with your lower body, upper body mistakes because I had the same issues. And for me, this is the best one. Not that that's the best for you, but I've done it a million times. But my upper body can get on top of my lower body here. And I can feel my hip literally go left and out of the way. Not slide, but the upper body's moving. It's not the lower body. And you want to make it just a little hinge here, and then a cover up. And the first one, the grip just didn't go enough. So the bottom was a little early, but the upper body will get on top, and you'll get covering it up, if you will, big time. And I'd move it more forward too.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it's that far back, but it's really back there.
I get little back swings, handles winning, right? There's impact, which I go, okay, here's that model I was talking about.
So you're saying we want everything in a line, or is it okay if the shaft's behind the hands?
The shaft should be way behind the hands if you want to hit it low. Like I could live with 20 degrees of shaft line right here. Want it, actually. But the wrist joint in front, the shoulder there. And here's the best part of this. You like pitching and short shots, you'll go, wow, I can hit. I can fly it down a short one. And the upper, like right there, rotary of the upper body will get on top of the lower body. Now I'm looking at your
but also
back.
look how much taller I am.
I don't care if you stay in it longer, honestly. I don't mind if you're down in it, turn it. Right? Really don't. Like when I hit this, my lowest point of my right shoulder is after the ball. I'm down in the hip here. And I'm extending my arm out and turning that right side way over my front leg. My hips look backed up even.
Okay.
But that's the opposite of this guy. You know, where if I put you in a box, your lower body goes out from underneath you, and your upper body hangs back a little bit. My box over here, you know, it's going the other way. Heck it will. Now my lower body stays in it, my upper body gets out of it. Is that too much? Yes, but it's the opposite of this. And I've always thought opposites win. People get it better when they learn opposites. You know, so...
Yeah, it's kind of one of you give a mile to get an inch.
Harvey always said, look, give him 2 aspirin, but I give him the bottle in the same area. I don't want to overwhelm you with 10 things to work on. What's the most important thing? You work on the lower body at the house. You work on the right hip, turning back. You do all that away from the golf course. You know, maybe sit on the tee and rehearse that way a little bit. But you don't think about that so much playing. Cover it up and see if you can flight it down. You know, move the ball crazy forward and see if you can cover it up more. Are you hanging back to hit this one? You know, your path to your golf club's great. Your arms and upper body need to get more in front of your lower body. Period. All right, is that right?
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm just trying to think of how am I do it.
Well, I mean, if you put the ball right here to do this drill, your upper body would get up there more. You've already changed your lower body some. Just doing what we did on the board, on the dry erase board. But, you know, hit flighted down shots with your upper body over here. Now your legs aren't out from underneath you and your upper body's going on top. The hips literally can rotate more in this. But I want the upper body to feel like it's covering up more.
So, but even that, I kind of move forward. You're more so saying...
You could turn that and get the upper body going that way. Yep.
That as compared to this.
Yes. Less slide, more rotary in the through swing.
But at any point, is there a lateral...
A bump, yeah. There's some. There has to be to get your weight to your front. But
does that come naturally, or is that something you need to think about?
I don't think you need to think about it. I don't think you need to think of any of this. I mean, truthfully. I want you to hit it with your arms and less with your legs. I want you to sit in your right hip and hit it. You know? I want you to quiet your lower body and hit it.
Okay.
I want you to swing the club and not turn to hit it. I want you to hit it with the golf club in your arms. I want you to, sit the right hip down and hit it. Have one thought, not multiple things. This will change you faster than one-handed stuff will change you faster. Your order needs to be faster arms, slower body. Period. When you go, I can't flight it down, moving it back and hanging back is not the answer. Cover it up, turn through it. See if you can hit it to that red flag two-handed with this as low as you can, but put it more in the middle to forward and see what happens. Right? I mean, show me a few like 50 or 70 yard shots, stupid low, because your arms and upper body get on top of your lower body. Just real quick before I get my 4 o'clock.